Stop letting your face and your body look like two different people. If your face is lighter than your body, I'll even out your skin and match everything so you don't walk away looking like a floating head. Rachel has more melanin in her skin than in her face, so at the end, her complexion will be even out and everything will look seamless. My clients and my students know that I do not like thick foundation, so this foundation from Bella Zui is a type of foundation I reach out for. The consistency is lightweight and it evened out Rachel's skin so much so that I did not need to mix it with any other foundation. The shade was her perfect shade match in number 05 from Bella Zui. You can see the luminous glow that it had on Rachel's skin, the glow coming from her skin. It had this soft luminous glow and everything was so beautiful. The match was impeccable. So one common comment I get under my dark skin videos is that why do I put blush on dark skin? The dark skin should not have any rosy blush, and I do not think that is true. Dark skin people absolutely need blush, but if you're my client and you do not want blush, of course I will not put blush on you. So Rachel got her dose of blush. So when it came to the Bella Zui concealer, I think it has the same consistency as the foundation, which is lightweight. However, that is not the type of consistency I will go for when it comes to concealer, because I like my concealer to have a fuller coverage. So I had to go in with another shade of concealer to give that fuller shade that I want for Rachel's under eye. The shade, however, was absolutely beautiful. I like the redness from the concealer. It was so beautiful and nice. So I had to top it up with this shade of concealer that had a much more fuller coverage, and this was the effect it gave. The match was just everything. It was so beautiful. I went back to her face to give her some low lights. I want her face to be absolutely snatched. So I snatched her nose, her cheek, her jaw, and then her base was ready to set. So when it comes to setting the under eyes with powder as well, I wanted to maintain the same undertone that I used for the two concealers that I used, so that it doesn't have to be unnecessarily yellow under her eyes, because she has very beautiful warm red undertone, so there's not going to be a lot of yellow under her eyes. So I made sure to use a setting powder that had the same undertone as the concealers that I used. So once I was done with the setting the under eyes, I went back in to re-emphasize the blush a little bit more, and it was time to give her some low light. So for the low light, I focused mostly around the chin and then her jawline, because I want her finished look to be absolutely snatched. And I was done with the contour, so I proceeded to just snatch the nose a little bit more, use a powder shade all over her face. So take a moment to look at the skin match. Everything was just so beautiful. So when it came to her baked powder too, I had to use the powder shade that matched the same undertone as a concealer, because again, I do not want her under eyes to be excessively yellow, so I want to maintain her right undertone. So I baked her under eyes, and then I proceeded to re-emphasize the blush a little bit more, did some touches onto her eyes, and I did this beautiful brown soft matte eyes for Rachel, which was absolutely beautiful. It complemented her eye shape. I did not want it overly elongated or have a fussy look. I just wanted the right amount of depth for her eye shape, and it turned out so beautiful. We did a soft wing liner. I popped on these fluffy lashes. I did her brows, and that was it for her eye work. It was so beautiful. Look at Rachel's skin, the richness in her skin. It was so beautiful. So when it came to her lips, we were going in for a nude lip. So of course I used her lip liner to line her beautiful lips so nicely, emphasize on her top liner and then her bottom liner, blended it out, and I went in with this soft nude shade at the center part to just blend out everything to make sure that the nude shade that comes out of this combo will not be overly bright, at the same time not too dull for her skin tone, just the right amount of nude shade for Rachel's melanin skin. So you can see how beautiful her nude shade came. Everything was just so nice at this point. The match from her face to her chest, the under eyes not doing too much, the eyes just soft and glam at the same time, and then I was just doing some touches to the skin, and the matte state was so beautiful. I absolutely love this look on Rachel. So after I finished with the touches on the lips, I had to go back into the bottom one, because the bottom one was not popping as much as I wanted it to. So I just emphasized on it a little bit more, blended it out, and then it was time to do the finishing touches for the rest of the face. Take off the big powder from under her eyes, dust it out with the pressed powder, re-emphasize the contour and then the blush, basically looking out the hairline to make sure that everything is warm around that area as well after I took off the paper band. And then I proceeded to give her a little bit more blush. She was smiling so beautiful. Her smile was so contagious and beautiful. Look at her skin. I have not used setting spray yet, but her skin, like everything has set into the skin, the foundation, the powder, the concealer, everything just sets into her skin beautifully. I went in to use the powder shade to brighten her under eyes a little bit more, did more finishing touches to her nose. I was just looking at her and admiring how beautiful this turned out. And of course, we're going to have a little gloss moment. So I topped it up with a clear gloss. I dabbed on her skin with a little bit of a dewy balm, glowed up her body. Everything was just looking so scrumptious. She was looking absolutely beautiful, and that was the end of her session. So this was Rachel before. You can see her body is dark, but then her face is quite light, and then this was her after. Everything is matched to perfection. Her shoulder, her chest, her body matches. Her under eye is not overly bright. The eyes are glam and soft. The lips are nude. Her face is absolutely snatched. Everything is perfect. This look, you can book it for your silver wedding or your white wedding. It's absolutely classic. It's timeless. You look at your wedding photos after 5 years and 10 years and you still look absolutely beautiful, because this type of look does not go out of style. So my number is in the bio. Please engage me on your bridal makeup look 2026 bride. Please book me December bride. If you've not booked yet, my number is in the bio. Let's talk about that beautiful glam that you need for your wedding day. Guys, engage on this post. I want you to like, comment, share, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.